Hi, I'm Carolyn from o2bstampin.com, and I'm excited today to show you this little gift with the chocolate nuggets in it. I just think it is so cute, and it's actually pretty easy to make. So let me show you how I did this. For the project, I used a piece of wild wasabi that measures 3.5 by 5 1/4. It's scored at 2 3/8 of an inch in from each end. Do that. It'll be a little easier to see visually, so you'll understand why you're going to do that 2 3/8 inch from each edge. Okay, and we can then add our designer series paper. If you like that 1/8 of an inch look all around your designer series paper, then you're going to want to adjust the measurements for that. So this is going to fit over that whole side. Okay. All right. Then we're going to let that dry for just a second. We're going to take another piece of wild wasabi. This measures 2.5 by 4 inches, and then it's scored at 1/2 inch all the way around the edges. So crease those for you so you can see them better. And so the box will go also, so the box will go together better. This is where your Hershey Nuggets will sit. It'll make it, I think it makes it look like a little book. Okay, then you're going to want to use your paper snips along the long edge. You're going to clip that and turn it around. You're going to do the same on the other side. Okay. Then we're going to put our box together with a little bit of glue. You can use whatever adhesive you prefer. Never too sure about this Tombow glue. Sometimes it likes to just come racing out, and then others you just kind of have to prompt it to come out. But you don't want to get a lot of excess glue in this area because it'll be all over the edges of your box when you go to put it together. Okay, so I'm going to take these two. I hope I was on camera for that. You're going to take the two flaps here and push them in, and then the long side flaps up. If you're using mono adhesive, just pinch and hold it for a minute or two. No, not a minute or two. A few seconds. And then these go inside here. Pinch and pinch. So you want to try to get a nice square box. Not square, but rectangular. Nice square corners is what I should have said. Okay, we're going to set that aside. We are going to take our Memento black ink and this stamp from the Jar of Love photopolymer stamp set. I can show you the entire contents of it is quite big. Whoops, don't mean to shine that light in your eyes. And it also has a set of framelits that come with it. So it's a really nice set. I'll be sure to put the item number up on the screen when I go back to edit this video. Okay, so I'm inking that jar up with the Memento ink. I'm going to come about 3/4 of an inch down from the top, and then in the middle side to side, and I'm going to, I think I'm about right on, but I didn't realize I'm off camera again. So I took black Memento ink, one of the stamps from Jar of Love, stamped it onto the Wild Wasabi cardstock. Then I took some Wild Wasabi ink and took the small accent and just stamped randomly around the edge just to give it a little bit of texture. Then we're going to use the framelits that go with this set. So here are the 4 pieces that you're going to use the framelits to cut. So we have the bow, the jar top, the jar itself, and the tag. Okay. So this you can keep and use, you know, for another project if you want. This we are going to add to our front here. So you can use glue dots. You could even use dimensionals if you wanted to have, you know, have the jar lid be a little bit higher than the jar. Oops. I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to add it right to the jar. All right, I like that look. Okay, so then we are going to take glue dots. I think that they'll be easier to use than glue with this one. Make sure that your little bow, that you poke out those little pieces that sometimes get stuck in there. Just be aware of that. I'm just going to put a glue dot. Just going to put a glue dot on the back of the bow. I'm going to just put that right there for the moment. I'm also going to take some baker's twine and our tag. Okay, then you want to take your tag and your bow and attach it to the edge of the cardstock. And then you can trim your baker's twine. And then I'm going to show you how to add the inside. So first, before you add the inside, it is important that you punch a hole for the ribbon, because once you have your tray in there, it makes it very difficult. Keep in mind you are going to have a tray in there, so you don't want to punch too far over. You want to keep it maybe about 1/4 inch from the edge. Anybody recognize this tool? Crocodile. I am going to line this up, punch a hole. Alright. Then I want to add the box. Now, the way I like to do this is to actually line the front up where I want the box to sit. Maybe doing it this way would be easier to show you. Where I want the box to sit on the jar. And then I close the book. That way you can be a little bit more assured of getting this like squared off. If you end up trying to put the box back on this crease, it's not going to be right on the front. Okay, next let's go ahead and wrap the nuggets. So this is the inside, so this is where the nuggets are going to go, and Bring 3 of them out here. The way I like to do it is using glue dots. And just turn my Hershey over, put a glue dot on the end, attach that to the bottom, tightly wrap it around the nugget, and then put a glue dot on each corner. And close it. Then before I put it in here, I also put a glue dot on it, and then add it here. I need to just move out a little bit. There, that might be better. Okay, so very quick dot, add it to the Hershey's. Such a fun little gift. Anytime you have Hershey Nuggets wrapped in designer series paper, it always makes them look so much more adorable. Alright, wrap, tight, stick, then add a glue dot. You can add 2 if you feel like you might want to make sure it doesn't fall out. Well, I've never had one fall out yet, but there is always a first. And last, okay, it's looking so cute. I love this project. I just think it's adorable. I'm going to take now a 12-inch piece of ribbon. The ribbon is part of a combo in the holiday catalog. It's on page 20 at the top, the 3/8-inch silky taffeta ribbon combo pack. So you get 5 yards of cherry cobbler and 5 yards of emerald envy. So we're using 12 inches of the cherry cobbler. I'm going to add it through the holes we punched. Then to finish it up, we're just going to tie this in a bow. And there you go. Isn't that cute? I just think that that's very unique, cute, sort of different idea to give to your neighbors or your co-workers or friends. Just anybody, I think, would really enjoy that. It's just so personal looking and cute, right? Don't you agree? All right, well, if you do agree, I hope you'll leave me a thumbs up on my YouTube channel, and I would love to have you come visit me at my blog at www.otobestampin.com. Before you leave here, don't forget to subscribe. Have a great day. Thank you for coming. Bye-bye.